everyone, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com, and today's video isn't one that I necessarily had prepared for you, but after several questions and people curious what is going on in the world, I thought it would take a moment to look at basically where we're at, what's going on, and maybe give us some perspective as we move forward. So granted, things aren't necessarily maybe what everybody wants. Some people might be thrilled. Other people are feeling a little heavy. And, you know, we still have to live our lives and we still have to go forward with our lives. But people wanted to know, hey, what can we expect? What's going on? So I'm calling this Looking Forward, What's Going On? The Choice is Ours. And I started off with looking at a quick video of the motorcade as it pulled into DC and the troops and their reaction to it, and how basically disinterested and you know, even turning their backs, that kind of thing. I thought that told a lot about our military and our military's view of the events that's transpired this week. So I'm hesitant to say too many words that will get flagged, but I think we all know what that really means and what their thoughts are as well. So back to the question, and I pulled a few questions to focus on and to form my intent. So the first one says, "Hi Lynn, now with the apparent inauguration of Biden, how much influence will the PTW have in the US, the powers that were? They're really a military junta on the side of the good guys, which basically is there a small team, is there a small force, is there anybody good left that controls things from behind the scenes, or are these all just hopeful fantasies?" And people were really questioning, you know, all the stuff that was out there on social media. Was it just a pipe dream, or is this like really happening here? And you know, I get that we are just in this energetic flux right now. It's as if two timelines with two distinct paths are emerging and everyone's trying to figure out what timeline we're on. I too am sorting out what many feel to be wishful thinking versus what's really going on, and it can be hard to determine what is hope and what is hope being brought into existence through collective intent and manifestation. The goal is to look at what is and what will be the reality based on where we are today in this moment. My impression is that we haven't seen the last of Trump, and his energy is very alive. I don't necessarily see that it is him doing something, but it feels like he's rallied enough loyalty and allegiance based on American beliefs that he will be there to offer guidance. It's as if there is something within his power that he's willing to offer assistance, but he's passed the torch to the people to do something. You know, that he's one guy, and he has instilled his feelings, beliefs, and encouraged people to get together that have those similar beliefs and values. And it's like he's saying, hey, I'm here to lead you guys, but you got to do something also. Trumpet, I just got that he can lead, but he needs people to be behind him to affect change and to actually have something moving forward here. He does still have loyalty within the government, and I see the current group working to sanitize that. I'm just not sure that they can do it quick enough. I also see militaries not on board with a change in occupancy on Pennsylvania Avenue. Trumpet's revered military, and they have loyalty to him for that. He always spoke highly of them and always was trying to support them, whether it's through money, through visiting, through all these actions, and they know that and they acknowledge it, that PTW, they're gaining momentum, but depending on the path the people choose, it is our choice. This could be a false sense of security. I don't see anything written in stone as of yet. Trumpet's still around. He still has friends in very high places. It isn't completely over, but it's going to be dependent on the will of the people, and that is where the two timelines come into play. Do we as a country succumb to the fear, compliance, submissiveness, or do we stay true to what is in our hearts? It's difficult to say as the energy is thick and people sort out their own personal feelings. A much clearer timeline will be available to be seen by the end of the month, and people have decided and started a motion. So really everybody's sorting out their own feelings of what they're willing to do, what they're not. We're Where do people cross the line? What are they willing to tolerate? And where do you say, no, I'm not doing that? That's where we're all at. And everybody is, I get in that personal deliberation. And depending on what the answer is to your own personal deliberation, that's going to go into the collective. And that is what's truly going to create the timeline that we jump on and that we go down. So then the next person sent me a question, says, Lynn, the energy was off yesterday and the past few days. On my way to work, I saw 3 vehicle accidents in the space of an hour. The emergency room had 127 patients. That's double, triple the normal amount. I feel restless, anxious, and filled with rage. There is something off and going on. Yes, energy is way off. People are full of emotions and sorting out what to do with it. That goes back to my last question. Our subconscious feels that things are off. It's like you're being forced to see a reality and accept a truth via the media that just is not true. And when the conscious and subconscious cannot reconcile, it's very disturbing, and that's where we're at. In time, things will settle, and an eternal truth will help to form the closure of what you have to do in your decision-making process. The path may be easy or it may be difficult, but I see a lot of personal decisions need to be made and just really thought through. And then the last one I pulled says, hi, Lynn, I'm hoping you can do a reading on Archbishop Carlo Maria Vigano. He's been posting a lot of things on Twitter account regarding the PTW and whatnot. It would be interesting to know what he's all about and about this stuff, and if he's on the right side or just smoke and mirrors to confuse more people. And a lot of people are in that. Like, what is going on? People are told one thing, but then the actions that we see do not match what we're being told. So people are having this internal struggle. I don't see that he's trying to confuse anyone. He looks to be speaking his truth and describing what he has witnessed, seen, and heard. I get he's honest. He takes his faith seriously. He wants to preserve its authenticity. And some of the current activities, the people behind and the people that are behind these activities are making a mockery of what he reveres. It's his faith. It's his religion. He wants to restore Catholicism to what it once was and not have it go down the path to be entrenched with all these political divisions and agenda that they're trying to put in with religion. Take what he says, run it through your intuitive filter. I truly, truly believe people can discern the truth when you take it in and you just sit with it for a minute, see how it feels within you. Everybody has that gift and that ability, and I, of all times now, encourage you to use it. And that's really all I have. I want to thank you so much for listening. Please feel free to like my video, share my channel. That helps me out a lot. And also, if you haven't, join me on Telegram. Everybody is loving the channel, the interactive dialogue that's going on back and forth. I have a channel where I post my blogs, but I also have a chat where people from all over the world are talking. So if you haven't had a chance to look at it, please check that out as well. And I will leave you with that. Again, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Thank you. Bye.